He loves the new intro.
It's fantastic.
All right, so we're back for another Consummate. We got Joyce, the intern. I sound drunk, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're kind of slurring.
Yeah, but I'm not. Seriously.
He's barely through drink number 1. Don't worry.
We got a new guest today. His name is Mcbride.
Yo.
And why you name that again?
My favorite soccer player in the universe is Brian Mcbride of Team USA. He will live in my heart forever, and that's why. It's an homage.
Watching the game tomorrow?
Yes, I have to wake up early tomorrow, 9 a.m., to drive down to Tampa to watch Team USA buttfuck Team Germany. Game starts at noon. I'm going to be down at McDitton's Pub. If anyone wants to come down there, it's the official pub of Team USA. Don't wear clothes you care about because it gets hot, it gets sweaty, and beer flies everywhere when we score.
Where is that?
It is on right past West Shore Mall off of, what's that road?
Like on 60?
Yeah,
Kennedy?
you take 60. I take Kennedy all the way down there, and it's off of, I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up. Talk about something else.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is the song title Turkey Burgers?
It's just what it's named on there. I don't know if I can actually change the name. I haven't tried. It's free. You have to pay for all the other ones, so you can put music for any song really that's on here. I didn't know this was the T-Pain app, but apparently it is.
It's off of South Howard.
Wait, so
Soho.
they named it Turkey
Soho.
Burgers?
Soho.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Turkey Burgers. I remember that.
Yeah, but like you can have any of this stuff. You just got to pay for it.
What are some of the other names? The other ones are pretty goofy, too.
Well, everything I'm seeing are like legit songs. I don't see any of the other like the free ones. Milkshake.
That's a real song.
No, I know. I know that.
That should bring some boys to the yard.
Ugh. Is that that song?
Yeah.
It's got to
It
be.
is? Okay.
What the fuck else would be called Milkshake?
Something really good at McDonald's, Sonic, Steak and Shake.
Don't say
Never had Sonic, though.
You never will. They're all gone. They're all closed down.
Are they really?
Yeah, I haven't seen one in years.
The last one I remember was up on Little Road.
Yeah, I know
way?
that one closed
Way
while I
down.
was working up that way. All right, so we'll start with what's new with you. Intern, what's new with you?
Absolutely nothing yet.
Going to get a. She has an interview tomorrow for another
yeah?
job.
For
yeah,
what?
for a big girl job. Getting
What's
out of
that?
serving, hopefully. It's just like a, what is it? A call center kind
It's
of?
Sunbelt staffing.
It's like I would be the one who, like, hospitals would call and they need nurses, so then I would get in touch.
Oh,
and
it's a staffing
kinda staff
agency.
them. Yeah.
Gotcha. You're the middleman. Or middle woman. Between someone and a job.
Nothing else. That's it.
Still engaged. That's
That's exciting.
yeah.
I don't have anything new, personally. That's what's hard about doing a show once every week. I don't have to mow the lawn yet. I really do have to mow the lawn. Water heater went out, I believe. Came home today. It started leaking. So I call, and I pay $5.99 on my Progress Energy bill for water heater repair.
$5.99?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every month, in case something happens, up to $800 is paid for, like including labor and the water heater. But because the one I have here is 23 years old,
No big deal.
it's not up to code. So I have to buy like $200, $235
Just
worth
go
of
buy a new
stuff.
washer. Go on Craigslist. You probably get a new washing machine for
No, water
a water
heater.
heater.
Water
Water
heater.
heater. Same deal. Craigslist. Probably get one for $50.
I'll roll with this. I'm going to get a brand new one.
Okay, you can do that. It's a free country.
He is all about not bucking the system.
It's called being thrifty.
No, I know, and trust me, I try to do my best with that, but sometimes it doesn't
You
work.
got to learn to harness the power of the internet, man. It's out there. I just can't wait till I can order something like an Apple on Amazon and have it droned to my front door.
Didn't they start something like that
They were
already?
trying to, but I think the FAA shot it down.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be like you could order something from like California. And
Well,
they would fly
Amazon
it.
is opening warehouses all over the place. I believe they're opening one in Tampa
Really?
recently. They may have already opened it. But they're setting up warehouses everywhere so that they can do these things where you order something online and they guarantee that they can deliver it to your house in like an hour or something. Badass in my book. I want that to happen now. But they were trying to do it where an unmanned, like robotically remote controlled drone would fly some shit to your house in 30 minutes or less. Government said, I don't think so. Apparently, they don't like the idea of potentially flying objects into little children's heads.
Or planes.
No, children's heads.
Children's heads more important.
A little bit. Children are the future.
That's scary.
So what's new with you?
What's new?
Well, everything's new with you, I guess.
Everything's new with me as far as you guys are concerned. I'm here. I'm on the couch. I'm sick. I'm losing my voice, as you can tell. Normally, I sound way sexier and manly than this. When I get excited, you will hear me squeak. It's one of the side effects of losing your voice. It's unfortunate. I already touched base on tomorrow. Going to watch the USA beat Team Germany and take Group G. It'll be the first time we've ever won our group, I think, in World Cup history. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm a huge soccer fan, or to the people overseas, football. I love it. It's not super popular here, as you know. It's catching on.
Wait, you go to rowdy games, don't you?
I have not gone to a rowdy game since they've been back yet. I really do want to. I still am licking my wounds from the loss of the Tampa Bay Mutiny. I'm never going to get over that.
Carlos Valderrama.
Carlos Valderrama, him and his big old nappy-headed fro. It was awesome. I miss those days. But yeah, the Rowdies are back. It's exciting times for soccer. And see, you got a little squeak there. Did you hear that? That was good stuff. See, I got excited and you got a squeak. Soccer's catching on here. I don't know if you guys are into it at all. Have you been watching any of the games?
We've been watching.
Yeah, I watch them a lot at work because majority of the time I'm at work. But like we watched the U.S. game the other night. I think we watched all but like 5 minutes of the beginning of the second half.
For me, it's painful to sit through a game.
Yeah, not.
Absolutely.
See, and that's
ridiculous.
a sentiment I've heard a lot from U.S. people. Is just I think
No,
it's because we didn't grow up with the sport like most countries did. It was never really one of the big things to watch or play in school. U.S. is dominated with football, baseball, basketball. Hockey isn't even really that big in America. The ratings are always on the bottom of any sporting event.
I like watching hockey.
It's a great sport. And, it's very similar to soccer. Very, very similar style of sport.
Saki.
Soccer. All
We're-
right,
we're
well,
at Arigatos.
I think that's the middle ground. Then we're just going to have to invent a new sport.
Soccer and hockey.
A hybrid of soccer and hockey. Call it soccer.
Well, they have indoor soccer. That's soccer.
They do. Indoor soccer.
Soccer, I see a bunch of guys prancing around on the field, faking getting hurt. Oh, my leg.
That's the big thing.
Oh no!
And
Oh
no, I'm
no
with you.
attention to that. All right, I'm just gonna get back up and play.
I hate that shit. I absolutely hate it. That's why I hate Team Italy. Italy can suck a fat one. The reason people hate soccer is because of that old traditional style where that is part of the game. You embellish the fouls. Someone touches you, you fall over. Strangely enough, I believe my friend here can vouch me up on this with having so much employment history and relations with Mexicans. Falling over and pretending you're hit, it's machismo in the Mexican society. Like pretending to be fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
That's a big deal to them. Like for some reason, that's manly. Like that's badass. You fall over and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Like on Family Guy, Peter gets hurt.
Exactly. Lord of the badasses, right there. But yeah, and I'm a huge fan of soccer, and I hate that part of the game. But unfortunately, it is part of the game, and I think that has a lot to do with why our team never really excelled in the sport. That mentality of getting hit and falling over and staying down is so contradictory to the American way. What are you taught when you grow up as a kid? You fall down, you get back up.
Yeah.
You don't let the enemy see you in pain. You don't let the other team see you that you're tired, and that's just the American way. But I think we're finally learning that you need to put a little drama in there, and when someone hits you and you shouldn't, you fall over, flop like a fish.
Well, the one dude got bit the other day.
Which is pretty
Italy.
awesome.
Wasn't it
What?
Italy?
It was against Italy, yeah. Suarez from Uruguay, I think, bit him. Interesting enough, that's his third offense at that. It's
Yeah.
not the first time he's bit a man.
Yeah, he bit him right in the shoulder.
Yeah, despicable.
I feel like overall soccer, compared to football or compared to even hockey, it's almost, would I go as far as to say kind of unmanly? It's like because they can't take it.
She said the
They
other day
roll
while we were
over.
watching it that she could see soccer being a sport where you can hide homosexuality amongst the players. That's actually what she said.
It's true. I mean, a lot of them are very pretty men. You have to admit they're very.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, a gorgeous man, no homo. Bend it like Beckham. I mean, I would bend it like Beckham if I could. Dude's a gorgeous man, no homo.
Ugh.
But yeah, you're right. It's a disgusting aspect of the game, but unfortunately, it is part of the game. It's ingrained in the lifeblood of soccer, and it will always be there. But there are teams out there that don't truly take part in it. I mean, you've watched a U.S. game. You haven't seen too much flopping. I mean, you've seen them fall over. Another thing you have to realize is those dudes are running full speed.
I mean, when
It
they
doesn't
fell
take
over,
much
it was
to
like,
fall over.
It was legitimate when they fell over.
Yeah.
Like they looked fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw Dempsey got kicked in his goddamn nose, broke his nose, and what did Dempsey do? Came right back in and finished playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's zombie guy.
Yeah, she goes, he looks like a zombie.
No,
Yeah, he
you said
does.
that. You
He's
said
got
he
those.
looked
He's
like-
got those good eyes. He's got those big old eyes.
All right,
right.
so what I'm going to do is while we're doing this, you should, everything that we talk about, if you want to see the exact link, I'm going to put it actually on the Facebook page. If you want to check it out, like it.
I already like it.
You have, and it actually goes to Twitter. Either way, whatever's easier for you to check it out. Cause
So you're
everything I do-
saying
while we're
you
talking
go
about it, I'm
either
gonna-
way.
Yeah, I go either way.
Okay.
I'm on both sides of the fence.
Interesting.
On the social fence,
Come again?
He's a Soho.
I go both ways. No homo. I don't know how that's not no homo.
Yeah, that's
It is and it
full
isn't.
All right, so the first story is, I'll post it after because otherwise I won't remember what I'm talking about. You're going to love it here. It says, Pasco mom left kids in locked car while shopping at adult store. 22-year-old mother who left her 1- and 3-year-old children in the vehicle while she stopped at an adult store was charged with child neglect and leaving children unattended in a vehicle. She went to the new Todd adult store, which just opened up here. They actually come in to work all the time and drop off leaflets, pens. And so the girls at work are now using pens to give customers to sign credit cards with. That's, say, the Todd adult store.
No big deal.
Yeah. If we don't already get, I guess, maybe a bad enough rap, that helps. Hand out
What
porn.
what
hand out-
rap what rap exactly do you get?
Oh, I mean, being Hooters.
Okay. I think it's the unwrap that people have an issue with.
Yeah. But the children were...
Not a fan of Hooters over there?
No, I'm just thinking like being a previous employee, like how people look at you, like when they hear you're a Hooters girl,
Like about 6 inches below your mouth?
automatically think.
That's how we usually look at you at Hooters.
Well, no, people automatically have this idea about how you are just
Bimbo.
because.
They think you're a bimbo.
Yeah, so like when I started my new job, everyone knew I was like instantly a whore until people got to know me. Just because I came from Hooters.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. I know,
Terrible
absolutely.
society we live in.
Yeah, so these kids were in the car for about 20 minutes before police were called, and she goes, well, I figured they'd be okay because the doors were locked and I left the car running. It says she's from Spring Hill, but it says Pasco mom.
Yeah, well, what this stupid
roll.
idiot doesn't realize is that she's from Spring Hill and it's Florida. And what can we all agree on about Florida?
It's hot as
It's
fuck.
fucking hot in Florida.
Yeah.
You don't leave your kids in the car. Some kid just died last week. Did you see that?
No.
The dad locked his little infant in the car while he was at work
Like
No,
the
I don't remember
whole
seeing that.
day
for
he
like
was
his
out?
whole shift. He left his truck in the parking lot. Infant kid was like 9 months old.
Did he forget about the child or
Nope,
something?
that was his plan, to leave the kid in the truck. Thought he'd be A-okay out in the Florida sun.
A-okay.
And then
No big deal.
The child was passed away when he got
The
back.
kid is no more, yes, sadly.
Wow.
So, yeah, if you like the page, you'll see everything because I just put that up there. I'm going to try to do it more as we're going along rather than doing it after because it can be a pain in the ass after.
I'm going to like it right now.
Don't do that.
All right, so
Too late. I like it.
I just fake smiled. That's what she doesn't like. All right, so another Florida mom. Man, they're going great in Florida right now.
Well, they usually are.
I mean, people don't need a license, unfortunately, to have children, which hopefully will happen in the future. Like, oh, when you're born, they just kind of make it to where you can't have kids. And then when you want to
you
have
can't.
kids,
Yeah,
no,
at that
listen,
point.
this is a good plan. When you're born, they make it to where they do something, can't have kids. Then when you decide you want to, you go apply, like as if you're going to the DMV or
So you
something.
want government-mandated sterilization.
Pretty much that's what you say.
Awesome. No big deal. I like
mean,
that.
you have to go through a screening process till they decide that you're a fit person to have a child.
So let's compromise. How about we don't make people sterile and unable to have children, but require maybe a license to have a kid? You know, you need a license to get
Because
married.
you can't tell people they can't get pregnant. People can still get pregnant. What are you going to do? Take away their baby?
Yes, absolutely.
Adoption at birth.
There you go.
That seems very
Wrong?
inhumane.
Like sterilizing someone?
I mean, that's fine. I mean, they can get it back. They can get it back if they can go through the screening process and, you know.
Okay.
So you sterilize them, then unsterilize them?
Yeah, like you just take something like out or like do something.
What would you take out? I'm interested in that. You've piqued my interest.
I mean, you obviously can't
Mcbride
like
is
take out
riveted.
ovaries or
This
anything.
is riveting stuff.
But I mean, at least make it to where they're what am I thinking of? Like
Fixed? Like spayed and
no,
neutered?
You can't
Ovary
fix that
less?
because when you fix it, it goes away. Like you fix a dog, you can give it its balls back.
Yeah, but in humans it's different. Like what is it?
Snip,
With males,
snip,
it
snip.
is easily or
It's
easier
not
to be
easily.
reversed.
Vasectomy?
Apparently, it can be.
Yeah, it's easier to be reversed rather than
A female.
where women it's almost impossible to reverse.
Pretty
Well, I'm
much
saying
game
you
over
just
at
make
that
it to
point.
where it's not dormant. That's not the right word.
So you want to freeze their ovaries.
just
like a
kind of make
volcano.
it to where it can't function until you like tell it.
So
All right.
dormant
So you
like
have
a
to
volcano.
have-
I got it.
you
We
can-
could call it Vesuvipus, like Mount Vesuvius, which is dormant, and puss, Mount Vesuvipus. That's the operation. We can do that.
I'll take a Vesuvipus, please.
Oh, what do you get
No,
with that?
I have an appointment to get my Vesuvipus. I have to
Mm.
have the day off work.
All right, so next one. Florida mom brands daughters with hot stick to mark them as hers.
Sounds like a good idea.
Another Florida mom.
She promised them ice cream.
Well, then you really can't get upset.
23-year-old. Oh,
Actually, at that point, it's probably the kid's fault because the kid will do anything for ice cream.
Oh, I would. Well, I don't
Dude,
know about a
he'll
stick,
do
but
anything for ice cream.
That's true.
so this is in Port Charlotte. 23-year-old
22-year-old mom or children?
mom
Mom.
used a
Okay.
lighter to heat up a stick, then branded her 5 and 7-year-old daughters. So she started young, teen mom.
All right. Sounds like she's going to get an endorsement from Bic.
She was a medical assistant, so she should know that that's probably not right.
Okay.
She was arrested on child neglect. Let's see.
Where's Dad?
Who knows? I read
Getting
on
through there.
It's
We'll
probably the
I read on
question at
there-
every Thanksgiving dinner at that house.
her neighbor, like the neighbor didn't know she had kids at all.
What?
She was like, yeah, I've seen her go for, it's on the video on there. She's like, I've seen her go for walks and everything. I had no idea that she had two
Well, they were
kids."
probably locked in the dungeon or the dog cage.
Yeah, I mean, she started when she was 16, so, I mean.
So they got burned because the kids told investigators that their mom burned them so she could distinguish them from other children. One of the girls mentioned the 23-year-old promised them ice cream after the branding and talked about how much she forgot how much she loved fire during the abuse. Now, this was not the first time she had
That's a
harmed the
bullshit
children.
story. You do not forget how much you like fire. I mean, that's just,
Yeah, you either remember fire or you don't.
yeah, that's not something you forget. Oh, shit, I totally forgot. I really like fire.
The 7-year-old told investigators about another incident where the mom got mad at her sister for locking the cat in a bathroom. The mom slammed the
Yeah,
tot's head
because
to the
that
wall as punishment.
bathroom is clearly designated for locking children only. No cats.
So the kid got her head smashed into the wall.
Mother of the year.
Man.
Ooh, that picture is not a good picture of her at all. Her.
She looks crazy.
which-
Woo!
Are we talking about the
Oh, that's the
branding
shopping
one?
car mom. Oh, no, the branding one's actually kind of. There's a level of hotness there, which is ironic because there was also a level of hotness with the mother who left the children in the car. Because it was really hot.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mom who left the kid in the car though is
She
very
looks like
disgusting.
before she left the kids in the car, she smashed her face in front of the car several times.
Yeah, she's gross. She's really
She
terrible.
was hit by said car and then locked her children in it.
We've actually talked about Mothers of the Year before. There's a previous episode where there was some moms in, I forgot where, it was either Baltimore or something like that were awful. All right, let's see here. Let's get to the next.
Bring me something to talk about.
Babe, you're falling behind on drinks there.
Oh,
That's
is
good.
everybody else done?
I am done.
Jesus. All right, hold on a second here.
Brian McBride is dry over here.
Big Mide?
You-
One drink, guys. One drink.
This goes in with the sterilization. Felon agrees to get vasectomy in plea agreement. A Virginia man who's fathered 7 children with 6 women has agreed to undergo a vasectomy as part of a plea deal in a child endangerment case.
What I want to know is who's the idiot who had 2 kids with him? 7 kids with 6 women.
You think it was the first or the last or somewhere in the middle?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the first.
I'm gonna go first.
You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and it's probably twins. That's where I'm gonna go.
I'm
with
gonna
that.
go
Someone
with-
had twins.
I'm going to go with second, only because I'm going to focus on my knowledge of Maury Povich and Jerry Springer. He was with first the longest, had a kid with them, stayed together, cheated on first, had a kid with another woman. First woman stayed with her because she's an idiot, obviously. What does he do? Has another kid with second woman. That sounds legit, right?
It's possible. Now
Wait, so he has kid with first, cheats on first with second,
we
Yep.
don't know this for
has
certain.
kid with second, and
Cheats
then,
on first with second.
right?
First stays with him
Yeah.
because I don't know why.
Has another kid with
Has
first.
another kid with second. So 2 kids with second.
Even though he's still with
He
first?
had 2 kids with the cheater, even though he's still with first. Yes, he cheated on first again
That's a
and had another kid.
Fucked up situation.
Yeah, it's kind of dude who
I'm
has 7
actually-
kids with 6 women.
I'm actually interested in trying to find out who the kids are with this because
Yeah,
the
we
story
should
doesn't say that.
We should probably Google this. Should Google this for next week.
Well, I would say at some point, I mean, a second with any of them was probably an accident. Like they just had first, and then accidentally got pregnant with second because
Well,
you know, a woman
seven
just
kids by
wasn't-
27. The majority of them are probably accidents.
I'm going to go with all 7, including the parents.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
mean,
going
I
to go
guess
with
that-
9 accidents.
I've come to see that, you know, there's no you learn after the first time or the second time.
How do you see that?
Yeah, I'm waiting for
I
an
mean, just a lot of
explanation.
people. You
No,
just
joke's
see
on
it
me,
everywhere. It
probably.
happens. And you don't. I guess it takes some people longer to learn
Guess
than
so.
than normal human beings should really require.
All right, so this guy struck the agreement earlier this month. He's also facing a hit and run and driving with a suspended license charge. He was arrested in December following an auto crash from which he fled on foot with a 3-year-old boy. That's where the child endangerment comes in. As
yeah.
part of the deal, he will serve 4 years in prison,
Okay.
5 years of probation upon his release.
And snip, snip.
Within a year of his departure from prison,
He will have a child with another woman.
well, it is possible because he has agreed to get a vasectomy.
Okay.
Now, it stipulates he shall not have a reversal during the pendency of his probation. The agreement notes that vasectomy requiring is not a usual term of probation, that the judge would not impose this condition without the defendant's consent. He is a model citizen, though. He's a convicted
like it.
felon whose rap sheet includes prior narcotics, unlawful wounding, and hit-and-run convictions. It was primarily due to the fact he had 7 or 8 children, all by different women. And we felt it might be in the Commonwealth's interest for that to be part of the plea agreement.
Wait. What is unlawful wounding? Is there a lawful wounding?
You know, if you're defending yourself or something like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So I want to, yeah, maybe.
Well, then what should it just be?
That's a very strange charge. I don't think I've ever heard that, but I'm
yeah,
thinking
so
that
I
that's
mean,
what that means.
so is it self-defense or unlawful wounding? I
well,
mean,
no, that would
wouldn't it
just be battery or assault.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Unlawful
saying.
wounding.
That kind of is a weird.
Now I
one.
want to know if that's above or below battery or assault.
It's,
Unlawful wounding.
I mean, it's Virginia.
What is
Who
he
knows?
like? How weird.
Oh, that's weird. He
See,
has
in
that
my
many
mind,
kids?
it's like unlawful wounding is like, well, you know, you shouldn't have shot that guy with a bow and arrow. I mean, that's just not cool. You don't do that.
that would be accidental wounding.
But in so doing, unlawful in the process.
I don't know if you listened to the last show, but that's one thing that we briefly touched on was a kid
Eating
here-
women?
No, well, the kid here in Florida who shot at a squirrel in a tree, and some of the shotgun pellets and squirrel parts got lodged in his ass.
Whoa! How do you do that?
yeah, that's what I said.
He shot it into a tree,
So-
and it was like the buckshot came back and hit him
Uh-huh.
in the ass.
That doesn't even.
That's
make
like
sense to me.
that's
still.
like the sequel to A Christmas Story. I think instead of you shoot your eye out, you shoot your ass out, and there's a little bit of squirrel in there.
One of the comments on this story is pretty funny. It says vasectomy, ... That's a funny way to spell euthanasia. That's pretty good. Oh, man. All right. Now, this is something we talked about a few shows back. This guy randomly got caught for masturbating in a Walmart in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Weird.
Another guy gets arrested for masturbating inside a Walmart in Tulsa, Oklahoma. For the second time in recent months, police have arrested a man for pleasuring himself inside one of the retail giant stores in Oklahoma's second largest city. Witnesses reported he was masturbating in the middle of the East 81st Street store. He got out of Walmart just before police arrived, but was later busted when his car was pulled over by Tulsa police.
Oh, so a guy masturbating in public, later busted. This is a good choice of words here. I like this
yeah.
reporter.
2 witnesses identified him as the man who was masturbating in the middle of Walmart. The surveillance footage reviewed by a cop showed removing his penis from his khaki shorts and masturbating with a back and forth motion.
Khaki.
What is another way?
How else do you masturbate?
Yeah, I don't. That's weird.
Back and forth. I mean, I guess there's side to side. That like a corkscrew motion, maybe a twisting motion.
The twisty.
That would take longer and potentially give yourself one hellacious Indian burn. But
Now
no offense to Native American listeners, that's just what it's called.
Now he admitted to pulling it out in Walmart, but thought he was not seen. So he was trying to fly under the radar, and it didn't work very well.
All right, well, you can't really fault him for that. Thought he wasn't doing anything wrong. It's ignorance. But as we know, ignorance is no excuse. You're still guilty.
Oh man!
He thought he wasn't seen. Where was he in the store, I wonder?
Just said in the aisle.
There's a lot of aisles in Walmart. I don't know the last time you were in a Walmart. There's quite a few.
Actually, about a week ago.
Yeah.
I am posting the Father of the Year. So we have 2 Mother of the Years so far. Now we're going to have a Father of the Year with the vasectomy deal. Next will be this guy. I'll do that in a minute. All right, so next story. You're going to like this one. Oh, keep it in Oklahoma. You know what? I didn't try to do this. But we're kind of we're in like a little pattern here.
Taking a little road trip.
All right, this is from Fox News. Booze and bullets. Oklahoma City gun range cafe given liquor license.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea.
Wilshire Gun Range. It's in Oklahoma City. Wilshire Gun Range, a 40,000 square foot facility with 24 firearm lanes, 10 archery lanes, and a full bar, will be able to serve drinks. It's the state's first ever liquor license to a gun range.
What could possibly go wrong?
Said once you order a drink, your driver's license is scanned, and you are red flagged, and you're not allowed into any of the shooting facilities. So you have to shoot, then drink.
Okay.
Or just drink, don't shoot, shoot, don't drink. There is no mixing of the two after the fact.
All right. This is starting to sound like a more feasible idea.
Now,
Still doesn't sound like a great idea.
So wait, do they they scan your license? So if you try to get a drink and then go shoot,
yeah, they scan your license whatever you first do. So if you go shooting, your license is
I guess
scanned.
there's really no way around that, like having a fake ID or someone else's license that looks just like you, maybe.
Very true. Very
Okay.
true. Fake
I'm
ID.
not going to be held culpable for any crime committed using that loophole. I just want to throw that out there. It's not my fault.
is it one building, like one?
Yeah. It has a full bar, full firearm range, archery range, it said.
Oh, you know what would be cool? Is if the bar was behind bulletproof glass at the end of the shooting range. I would go to that bar.
It kind of sounds like redneck.
So you could
heaven.
sit there and watch people shoot out.
Bullets coming right at you.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, it would be cool. I'd probably only do it once just because
Glass won't hold up forever.
not forever. And there really is no such thing as bulletproof. Yeah, that would get expensive. They'd have to replace that glass like every other
That's what I was
day.
about to say. I'm sure it's not cheap.
All right, so forget the glass. Just put the bar at the end of the thing and,
Just use the
Free
drinkers
drinks.
as
free drinks. Free drinks, but only at the end of the bar.
only if you're willing to die.
Yeah, what it said was someone for the Department of Alcohol and Tobacco said that people are going to find a way. I don't know if they mentioned your way, but
Oh, life finds a way.
now he said that there
As
are.
Ian Malcolm wisely said in Jurassic Park. Life finds a
I
way.
mean, okay, if you look at it this way, though, it's kind of safer in the aspect of people could go to bars and then go to the gun range, and then that way they would be drinking and just going to the gun range and no one would know. Yeah. Then how are they supposed to know that they would just came from a bar, But if they drink there, then they can't shoot the guns, so they're just making profit from the bar and the gun range. And
I think you struck on what it's actually all about right there with that P word. It's really just about money.
Yeah.
And
I
what
don't-
better way to make money than sell booze?
I
That's
think
it.
off the bat, definitely, it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Bad
but if you
idea.
really look at it, I think that it's probably a pretty
There are
smart
worse ideas.
decision.
There are worse ideas out there.
You posting that to?
You getting linked in over there?
Yeah, I'm having trouble typing here.
Been drinking?
No, Well, one, yeah.
Yeah, one. Is that what you said last time you went to the shooting range too, isn't it?
I wouldn't be. I've never been to a shooting range.
Really?
I've been
I've actually never shot a gun.
Really?
Never.
It's
Cool.
the first time I shot a gun, like I put it down. I was like, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
It was scary.
It's not
But
for
then I
everybody.
was with my brother. He's like, just pick it up, do it again. You're fine. All right.
It is fun. I mean, it's fun. I'm not one of
I
those.
mean, I would like to do it sometime,
Yeah.
but
I'm not a gun guy, but it's definitely fun to go target shooting at a range or go hunting.
now the last thing this article says is that it's worked in California and Texas. So if it works there, it should work in Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially Texas. Everybody's got a gun in Texas.
I mean, they're basically neighboring states.
They're
aren't
gonna
they?
target Alabama next.
Why Alabama?
You got Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama. Just seems
It's right there,
right to
right
be
in the mix of
next.
things.
Completely separate parts of the country.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
I mean, but it fits in with the.
I mean, if
the
we're looking at-
stereotypical
Yeehaw.
Well, I could see Nebraska and places like that too.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
just
so,
saying, yep. I just want to hear you guys argue about this. This is interesting.
All right, so I am going to load this video real quick. It might take a second here because I tried to do it earlier. I tried to show her, and it went through one of those required advertisements, which is no fun.
You can skip this ad in 6 seconds.
What
yeah,
are
this
we-
didn't give me the option to skip the ad.
Oh, this is like hilarious.
Tyrants.
Well, I don't know if it's hilarious.
It is. This man was in heavy traffic,
Sounds funny.
and he was on a motorcycle. He slams into a car, somersaults off
is
of
hilarious.
his bike over the car,
Oh, I saw this video
literally somersaults.
and walked away.
Yeah.
Yo, you did see the video?
Whatever.
I did. That dude's a champ. That dude
He
did
doesn't even look
everything
at
that
the-
she just told you and a cartwheel. Walked away.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
how do
even
you
look
do
back
that?
though.
Said car accidents. I don't give a fuck. I got shit to do. I got to go to work.
I mean, I don't know how. But see, I didn't watch the end of this video. I mean, the last thing that I saw in here is someone ran over to him. Does anything happen from there?
No, I didn't see the very, very end. I just saw him walking it off like a super trooper.
That car doesn't even stop. Like
No,
oh,
interesting thing is
No,
there was
it
two
Probably
cars.
stops around the corner.
Interesting thing is that there was two assholes who thought that they could make that turn before running into a guy on a motorcycle.
Now, was the guy? Yeah, but okay, who ran a red light? Did anyone run the red light?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe
Even if it wasn't a red light, there's still two shitheads turning left at a light who don't have the right of way from oncoming traffic, and they both try to snuck it in there. Both almost hit him. Last dude did.
I wonder if he just got up and walked away for like, I need to get out of the road. Let me go.
It was probably more
to
out of
the
anger because
side.
last time I got into a car accident, I got in my car and kind of walked it off. Like, I was pretty pissed. He was
Well-
probably really upset because it wasn't his fault, and he could have exploded.
I was in an accident actually on a motorcycle, and like I blacked out, and when I got up, I was just laying in the middle of the road, and I had no thoughts whatsoever of getting out
Yeah,
of the
you're
road.
in
Like,
shock.
I was just laying there.
Yeah, you're in shock. Your mind's just not really thinking about stuff because you were just in an accident.
All right, so Mcbride just sent me this one.
There you go. You're
Florida
welcome.
boy arrested for stealing school bus. Panama City Beach arrested a 12-year-old boy for taking school bus on a joyride.
My favorite part is how they deciphered something was wrong.
That sounds epic. Like that's a badass story to be like, yeah, when I was 12, stole a school bus.
Yeah. Did you get to the point where they found out why something might have been wrong?
So Walmart employees called the sheriff's deputies after noticing the bus being driven erratically through their parking lot early Tuesday. Employees say the child appeared to have problems parking the bus.
The child appeared to have problems parking the bus. I mean, there's a red flag, maybe.
According to deputies, the bus was taken from a local residence, and the boy had apparently driven it 14 miles. The keys had been left inside the bus. I actually think it'd be pretty cool to own a bus.
Yeah. I always, here, guilty pleasure here, I always had a dream of buying a short bus. You know the short bus, right?
You would.
Painting that shit jet black, putting some, excuse me, down the wrong hole.
Yeah. That's what she said.
That's what she said right there. Got some beer down the wrong gullet. Buying that little short bus, painting it jet black, putting some sweet ass red racing stripes on it, big ass speakers, put a little party in there, maybe a disco ball, put some shag carpeting. Dude, tell me you would not drive all around town in that with me.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Why jet black?
You
I
could
mean,
almost
Well,
have.
'cause have you ever seen a black bus? I mean painted. Everyone at school, there was the black bus, but I meant painted black.
Oh, wow. Man,
So, whoa.
the gaff would really appreciate that comment.
Where's the gaff? Where's the gaff?
I feel like getting on a bus by myself, like if you were the person to get on there and, in the morning or whatever to go pick everyone up, I would be scared that there was like somebody hiding behind the seats, they're just going to pop up while I'm driving and murder me,
That was a legitimate fear in your life?
No, because, I never, it was just something I thought about. If I personally was going to drive a school bus.
Oh, you would
that
be
would
afraid of you'd afraid of some Jason action or maybe some Freddy Krueger in there.
I actually think this fear comes from, what was it called? It's like a bat thing? Jeepers Creepers?
Batman.
No.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, with the giant bat.
And they're
deal,
all
yeah.
in the bus. And
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers 2.
Yep. I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember. Yeah, he is kind of creepy. He would eat them and resorb their body parts. I need some new eyes. What do? You go eat some kids on a bus.
That's disgusting.
All right, let's see. Now for the two best ones. I save the two best ones for last. Gender group asked South Carolina DMV. Hold on a second here. To let teen wear makeup for DMV photos.
So I got to ask you something. This is a gender group,
Yeah.
and they're talking to the DMV.
Yeah.
Does DMV mean dick, maybe vagina? Is that what they're trying to shoot for there?
No, I think it's Department of Motor Vehicles. I think.
Oh, okay.
Dick, maybe vagina.
The gender group threw me there. I thought.
No,
maybe
what
they were
happened
confused.
was it's the gender group because he said they want to let somebody wear makeup, but it's letting a male wear makeup for his license picture.
It's a 16-year-old kid named Chase Culpepper.
Why wouldn't he be able to wear makeup?
He
for his
wears
picture?
makeup and women's clothing on a regular basis, so he chose that for his DMV picture.
Makes sense, because if he doesn't do that, no one's going to believe that's his ID.
Well, what the DMV said was that they have a policy that it violates their. Here's exactly. At no time will an applicant be photographed when it appears that he or she is purposely altering his or her appearance so that the photo would misrepresent his or her identity.
But see,
if he
therein
was-
lies the problem. His identity is a man who dresses as a woman.
Yeah, his mom's super pissed about it,
I can't imagine why.
and
That was sarcasm, by the way.
when we were when we were talking about it earlier, I was just like, well, if he gets it kind of like a guy, basically has his picture taken like a normal dude, like he is. Well, he's
Okay.
not normal, but
Clearly, you need to look up the definition of normal.
and he gets pulled over and he's dressed like a chick, they're gonna think it's somebody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's his true identity, but I see where their rules are. Like they basically say you're not supposed to wear any costumes.
So
And-
what? Is he wearing a wig? Did I
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
that part?
Yeah.
All right, so I say take the wig off, but you can't tell him he can't wear makeup.
Here's his picture.
Oh, he's cute. For
Yeah,
a,
I can
for a
see-
dude.
For a 16-year-old boy.
I can see the wig, but I agree that they shouldn't be able to tell him he can't wear
Yeah,
makeup.
you can't do that.
But the wig I can see is part of costume or whatever. But if he wants to wear makeup, females can wear makeup.
That'd be one thing if he painted his face like Halloween, like he's the Joker or something, but he's just wearing makeup. What is the difference between a man and a woman doing that?
Well, if you look at it in the
True.
aspect of if you have a bull dyke who goes in and takes a picture,
I'll
looking
have
like
one,
a
thank
dude,
you.
That's okay. Because you can't tell them,
That's
oh,
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
to wear
There's no-
makeup and you have
it's
to
just-
have
It's
hair.
discrimination, Holmes.
They'll win that. I think.
He's going to win that for sure.
Yeah, he'll be able to do it, but now it's going to set a precedent, though, because you got all these people who, want to be something different or think that there's something else. I want to be a guy, I want to be a girl. I understand, I don't know, being 16, you can't make somebody do something, but, let's say you're 30 and you want to get your ID changed, you should probably, if you're planning on getting, a gender reassignment type thing or go through the whole transsexual thing, maybe that's an idea.
Well, then there should be a form for that, and it needs to be filled out in triplicate.
Yeah, what do they do if there's a male who actually...
If you're legally living your life as a woman and you're a man, you are allowed to use women's restrooms, and I'm sure you'd allowed to be wearing makeup. I don't see what the difference is for this kid. What's the difference between a 17-year-old girl going in there wearing eyeshadow and eyeliner and makeup and lipstick, and what's the difference between him doing it?
Well, I think some people take it overboard and look like clowns when they wear makeup.
Well, that's different. I mean, there's got to be a guiding line then. Can't come in there looking like the Joker, like I said. But if this kid's wearing some eyeshadow, maybe some eyeliner, you know, getting a little emotional. Mom and dad weren't always around.
A little emotional.
Wants to wear some eyeshadow, eyeliner, a little lipstick. Who's to say he's not allowed to do that?
Apparently the DMV.
It's discrimination.
All right, so speaking of discrimination.
Okay.
Oh, I almost lost it. Now, the title of this is Asleep on a Plane. I was woken up to this guy shouting in my face. So I'm going to play the video a couple times here.
Is that...
Yeah, this is the classic. I don't know how comfortable I would be on a plane. So I guess my question is...
Well, this is why you don't sleep on planes.
If this is what you woke up to... Oh, I could skip the ad in 4 seconds.
That's great.
What would you do if you were woken up to this? All right, here we go.
I would probably be a little...
We're buffering.
We're buffering. Obviously, I think you're within your legal rights to shoot this man. Yeah, no thanks. I'm out.
Why is he allowed to do this?
No, then he goes and sits down. That's the
He
thing. Like
shouldn't be allowed
that's
to
what's
do that.
classic. He just goes and sits down.
He's like covering his ears though. He's like holding his ears and screaming.
Well, supposedly it's like
Dude is constipated.
supposedly that's like they're one of
All
the
right.
methods of praying or something like that, covering your ears or something like that.
First of all, my initial complaint with this scenario is that the guy video recording this needs to learn how to hold his goddamn camera phone.
I just don't understand how there's no flight attendants or anyone telling him to sit his ass down.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. It's a plane.
Yeah, now here's the thing. This plane though was in the Middle East, like it was over there going
All right, so
somewhere
you
else.
gotta
It wasn't
kinda-
like in New
You
York.
kind of got to be prepared to
going
expect
somewhere.
that kind of thing,
Yeah, but still, now if you were on the plane,
which I wouldn't be.
okay, if the plane was, let's say the plane was leaving Tampa
Okay, now I'm with you.
to head to Vegas. Oh,
Okay.
having a good time.
When's this happening? I'm off next week.
I'm off
time
next
is it?
week. What? And this guy's on the plane. What would you do?
Oh, man. I would not be happy.
Okay, let me just say,
I'd
like,
be a little worried. I would probably approach said man screaming craziness with his ears closed and say, "Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Can you please keep it down?" And then if he proceeded to ignore me at that point, I think it's time for America. I mean, this dude needs to get kicked in the nuts or something. 'Cause-
Citizen arrest?
Yes, absolutely.
you don't see like Christian or Catholic people randomly praying
Those are both the same thing.
loudly.
Let's go with Christians and Jews and
Abruptly.
Buddhists and what else is there?
You
Is
don't
this
see
flying
them.
spaghetti monster? That's the real one now, isn't it?
You don't see them trying to pray on a plane.
And if
When
you
we go
do,
to Disney World, there's tons of those people. We don't see them sitting there yelling about Allah in the middle of
Those
Disney
people,
World.
she
yeah,
said.
those people. What do you mean, those people?
Those people who wrap their heads in towels and
Oh,
like
wow.
they're scared of the
Man.
sunlight.
What's up, BNG? Benji?
Bobby?
No, that's another thing. They wrap their heads and like their whole bodies in towels and whatever they call them.
Towel
but
heads,
they
I think,
don't
is
go
what you're
around
aiming
and
for.
Scream
Brutal.
prayers in public. I mean, what makes it?
I think
okay
the
on a
bottom
plane?
line is wardrobe malfunction. I think the bottom line is don't stand up like an asshole on a plane and yell. It's not necessary, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, 'cause,
Unless
like,
you're saying, hey, standing up and yelling and saying, dude, there's a guy about to blow up this plane. That's the only time it's acceptable to stand up and yell on an airplane.
Well, see, there's a lot of planes.
Or the
isn't it
drink cart
one
hits your
plane
elbow.
around
I hate
here
when that happens.
Has a U.S. Marshal. Isn't it like almost every plane has a Marshal or something on it now?
That's the rumor.
Now, if that's the case, something like this, if it was here,
That
probably
ends
be shut
in-
down
in-
real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
One time when we went on a plane, I don't know if you were coming to or from New York, but wasn't there a guy?
think it was
and you
New
were
Orleans.
Like, he's probably
Yeah, just this guy had to me, he was reading about guns and
How to get them on airplanes.
and real like looked like the guy could have been like some type of like police officer, military, like that type thing. Reading about government stuff and guns and all this other stuff, and I sit there, I go, this guy. If there's a marshal on this plane, it's this guy.
Yeah. Or
Just-
this guy has a really, really small penis.
Well, because he's into guns.
He's just compensating too hardcore.
Hey, speaking of which, are you into reptiles?
Not really. I mean, not inordinately. No.
Okay, I was just
They're
wondering.
cool. I mean, I like lizards. Are cool, I guess.
I mean,
Dinosaurs are kick-ass.
well, dinosaurs are cool. Yeah, dinosaurs. I mean, yeah, they're
Okay.
reptiles, but you
All
can't
right.
really.
Yeah. I guess if you had to draw a defining line in the sand and say, look, people who like reptiles on this side of the line, people who don't, get over here, I would probably be on the reptile side.
See, I wouldn't.
I'm not a big fan.
mean,
it's not like I go home
would
and...
you
Not to
keep
have a
them?
whole
Would you
bunch of
keep
them.
them and like let them run around your house?
No, they would be thoroughly caged or tanked.
Yeah, no, that's a bit much.
Why, do you have a weird friend who keeps a lizard or something in his house and just runs
Not
around?
fun.
No, he can't stand my brother.
It's not that I can't stand.
Your brother's a reptile?
Well, I can't stand.
Yeah,
I
he's a
can't
Teenage
stand
Mutant
my
Ninja
brother,
Turtle.
but
He's the one that's not on TV.
don't you like TMNT?
I do. I do.
Weird.
No, I said he's not. Oh, because I like turtles that are on TV because I was like 3.
Well, I still like turtles on TV. I mean,
Actually,
it's
aren't they coming out with a new movie?
a new
Yes, they
movie.
are.
I'm not excited
And it
about it,
has
though. Michael
Megan
Bay.
Fox
Michael
in
Bay's
it.
making it, so it's going to be bad.
Anyway, my brother, who I'm not a fan of either, but
Because he's a reptile?
because he's a douche, he's not a reptile.
Okay.
He has I don't remember what you call it, one of those big ass ones that get to be like 4 or 5 feet.
Talking about a
Komodo dragon.
iguana,
No, they're not iguanas or dragons,
Komodo,
but it's
water
like a dog.
water dragon, bearded dragon.
No, they don't get that big.
No, those are tiny.
They're not tiny. They get like this big.
That's pretty small.
So these ones get real big?
Yeah, they get like 4 or 5 feet.
I mean,
They're,
that sounds like an
it's a
iguana.
Like an alligator.
It's a tegu.
I don't know what that means.
They're big ass reptiles.
Okay.
But he has this big, huge
A
cage for
tegu?
it. Yeah,
Tegu.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
this
Google
big,
that.
huge cage for it that's like 8 feet, and then he has.
It's too big.
One it like walks around the house too,
That's too
and
big.
then he has on the other. This isn't his living room. That's like
At that
one
point,
wall.
it's a roommate we're talking
And
about.
the other side of the living room, he has. Well, I used to have leopard geckos.
Those are cool.
They're cool, and they stayed in my
And
back
they're
room
relatively
at my
little.
house, and their little
See, I got
cage.
excited. You got the squeak again there.
They were super cute, but then when I moved in, or no, when I just started working more, I was
All
home.
right, so
I
I'm
gave
looking
my
at a
brother.
what? A tegu?
Yes.
I'm not
he
gonna
said
lie to
there's,
you.
like, five-
Tegu looks pretty badass, but I don't want one running around my house for no reason.
Is it like this?
Exactly
That
like that.
totally looks like one of the old lizards in the movies, like that Sinbad would fight.
Okay, no, he has like 5 leopard geckos, and then he has 2. Of
I'll
the
tell you what he
bearded
has.
dragons.
He has a reptile problem, and he needs counseling.
And you walk into the house, and it smells.
Yeah, like
and
lizard
it's
shit.
Gross, and it's like it's too much.
Single? Married?
No, he has a girlfriend.
What's she look like? Tegu?
She thinks they're cool.
No,
She's-
what's she
No,
look
what does she
like?
look-
Oh,
look
she's
like?
like Spanish looking. She's cute, but she has a whole like a sleeve.
Lots of tattoos?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm down with that.
but
I
she's
don't
pretty.
I don't hate on that. She's pretty?
Yeah, she's
Something is wrong with
31.
that girl.
She's a bartender.
Something's wrong with that chick. For real. Sleeve and lives with a dude with lizards and tegus running around
No,
his
doesn't
house.
live with them, right?
No,
No,
they
doesn't
don't
live there?
together. No,
Spend
spends most of her time there though.
okay, so lives with a dude who has tons of lizards and it smells like lizard poop? Is that what we're getting at? That's disgusting.
Hey, actually, something that is new with me. We have a pool table now.
Oh yeah, speaking of tegus.
Didn't we say that last time?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, well no, it got delivered.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't
together. It
fully
was in,
operational.
it was in like 7 pieces,
Oh,
6
gotcha.
pieces, I guess.
It was like Star Wars in the first one.
Seven.
Death Star was there. It wasn't fully operational yet.
Now, and the only reason that reminded me of that is because that's one of the reasons we got the pool table because it was
He
in
doesn't
his
understand
garage.
that.
I know he doesn't.
Doesn't understand what?
His
The
reference.
Death Star
Oh,
reference.
yeah, I'm not a Star Wars mark.
He doesn't. He's too,
I love superheroes.
He's
He
too
makes
tough.
fun of every
he's
single
too, he's
thing
too
about
strong
it.
for that.
I make fun of superheroes.
Like what?
He's ridiculous.
Well, like we play Injustice, and
Okay.
I just make fun of people.
Okay, I can
Especially
see
Superman. I definitely make fun of
that.
Superman.
Yeah, and I
think
believe that in
Superman's gay
real
as
life
shit.
you would probably make fun of Superman too if he was standing in this room.
Well, no, if Superman was here, I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" He'd probably, if he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna laser you with my eyes," or "You have to give me a mouth hug," I'm probably giving him a mouth
Yeah,
hug.
I
I'm
mean,
not trying to get
it's no
lasered.
question.
No homo, of course.
And you really don't have to ask Superman how it's hanging because I mean clearly you can see with those sweet tights.
I think, and she got mad at me about this. I think Batman's cooler than Superman.
Not
Batman's
a chance.
way cooler than Superman.
Not even a slight chance.
Absolutely.
No way.
Superman's cheating. He's an
He is
alien. He's
cheating.
not even from here. Dude comes to our planet,
is super strong. He basically
He's
hence the name
amazing. It's
Superman.
not really cheating.
Yeah.
I
Look,
mean, he's
I'm not
cheating.
taking anything away from Superman. I'd have his children. Superman's awesome.
Batman is cheating.
Batman's not cheating.
He doesn't kill people.
Batman's
He's not
a normal
even a
dude.
superhero.
Yeah, fuck you.
He has no
How
powers.
dare you? Batman is a
Superman-
normal dude who's fucking bummed because some dickhead murdered his goddamn parents. What does he do about it? He gets all emotional. He focuses his power and his rage inwards. He bottles it up like a true man does. Doesn't cry about it or go flying around the sun like a caped weirdo.
That's how he gets his energy. He has to have.
Oh,
his
you know how
energy
Batman
to
gets his
heal.
energy? His family members get murdered.
Who
That's
killed
how he
his
gets
parents? Who was it?
It was, well, depending
it
on the
wasn't-
storyline,
It was
it's the Joker or
Joker.
just a hooligan.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it. I
Not
thought it
all
It
related
was
to
either the
storylines are
Joker
his
or
parents.
somebody who was like related to the Joker.
I thought it was that one guy in the I remember his name from the game. Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul?
I thought
No.
he had something to do with
No,
it.
he didn't kill his
he's
parents.
way later.
Well, because I remember.
But anyways,
watching Batman Begins.
Batman's way cooler because he's your everyday man. There's nothing special about that dude. He's just smart and rich, which is kind of an
No,
unfair
he's
advantage.
cool and everything. So, are you a fan of Iron Man?
No, not a huge fan. I like the
Wow.
Iron Man comic books. I don't like the movies very much.
We watched Avengers, and the only one I like is the Hulk
I didn't see the new one.
because it's Hulk. Thor, I think's gay. He's got a big hammer.
Yeah, Thor's
But he
not.
loves Loki.
I think Loki's
Well,
bad.
because Loki's a shithead. Yeah.
And he's just bad.
Yeah, he's a shithead.
Captain America sucks.
That was one of the worst movies
Yeah, I
I've ever
agree.
seen
I
in my
don't
life.
really like Captain America.
I saw Iron Man 1. I haven't still seen all of Iron Man 2. And then I've watched all the Hulk movies.
And then
even
there's
that one terrible one.
Hawkeye, he's legit.
You
He
just
has
like
his
him
arrows.
he's hot. You just like him because he's a good looking man.
No.
That's a true story. Just admit it.
Hawkeye, he's
Admit
like
it.
short and
And hot.
not. I don't
You heard
think
it.
he's that
Yeah.
hot.
You
That's
heard
what
it
you
here,
said.
folks.
I heard
Big fan of Superman on Smallville, though.
Why? Because he's on the cover with his abs and a painted on Superman
Oh,
symbol?
Tom Welling, I mean, he's attractive.
He is. He's a good looking guy.
He is.
I don't even know who you're talking about. So, no, but I think the Hulk's the best. Actually,
You mean movie or superhero?
a superhero. In terms of Avengers,
Yeah, I think his favorite is Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy's bad.
Solomon Grundy's
And-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
so you-
Injustice, I only play with
I'm
bad
noticing a
people.
theme here, and it kind of goes along with why I like you. You like big, dumb things that are just big and dumb.
Bane's cool.
There you go.
Bane's smart.
He is smart. Bane is really smart.
Depending on which Bane you're talking
We're talking about Venom Bane. He's kind of big and dumb.
yeah.
He's just Venom Bane smash.
I really like what they did with Bane on the new Batman movies, though.
Yeah, he was cool, I guess.
Like when Drew Garabo
He was
raps
kind
like
of a
him?
puss.
My biggest complaint with the new Bane is that he didn't do anything.
I don't like how they had him being like a lovesick puppy dog in the end. I didn't really like
I didn't
that.
mind that because, you know, it's an emotional story. I'm a big baby when it comes to movies and stories. That's true. But my biggest complaint is that he really didn't do anything. He didn't do anything super bad. I mean, he shut down Gotham, but what Batman villain hasn't done that? How many people died? I don't think anybody. Did anyone die?
Doesn't Batman die?
No. Spoiler
No.
alert. I'm not going to divulge that information. No, he doesn't.
And that's another thing that's annoying about Batman. How many times has he had a chance to actually get rid of the Joker, and he doesn't do shit?
Well, that's Batman's thing. It's
Yeah,
At
Heath
least
Ledger really
Superman-
fucked things up by dying.
yeah. What a dick.
Superman actually goes like badass and has his like dark Superman deal, and he actually kills
I like
bad
that.
people.
I like
That's
that.
awesome.
I'm surprised you don't like Spider-Man and the Black Spider-Man. Not actually physically Black Spider-Man,
You
but he
mean
was wearing
Venom?
So Spider Bro is what you're saying? Is that
Is that Venom?
Venom?
Venom isn't really Spider-Man, but
okay.
he kind of can.
No, or
look
where's the
like
black
him.
suit?
Yeah.
Isn't Venom the one with the
Venom's the one with the,
The big
mouth.
old nasty
yeah,
teeth.
no, I'm talking about in one of the Spider-Man movies. There was like where it was like him, but he was bad. It
Yeah,
had the
it was
suit on him. and it
Spider-Man
attached.
3. It was really bad.
I'm
Spider-Man
not a
3.
fan of
Remember when he was all
Spider-Man.
emo and wore eyeliner and like,
Oh yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
God, I've never been more insulted by a movie in my life.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man's kind of gay.
No, Spider-Man's one of my favorites. I don't like the movies. The new movie was pretty good. Not the new. The first.
The
The
first
Amazing
new.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I liked that movie.
Yeah,
I thought
nobody
it was cool.
liked those. I thought they were pretty
Haven't
good.
seen it.
Way better than the original one, the other ones with Tobey Maguire. Not a fan of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
I also
getting
tell her
confused.
I also tell her Wolverine's gay because she likes Wolverine.
You can't
Love
hate on Wolverine.
Wolverine.
You can't hate on Wolverine.
Love.
How? You're lying to yourself. You don't hate Wolverine. No one
I'm not
hates
an X-Men
Wolverine.
fan, really. So I mean, I just know, I just know she gets bothered by that.
I can't
Who's the
say
one
that I blame her.
who Ryan Reynolds plays? Even though I think Ryan Reynolds is gay.
He
Deadpool?
plays Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Isn't
Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds, handsome man. You can't deny that.
He was even handsome in Family Guy, right?
Yes.
Remember
Even when he was animated, he was gorgeous.
Yeah, no, Deadpool's pretty cool though.
Tobey Maguire's so gay. I think a Seabiscuit when I see him.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
was there one before Tobey Maguire?
No. Paul. Yeah.
A long time
Way,
ago.
way back in the day.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
Tobey
I was talking about
Maguire's
the
are
new
the
one
first
since
ones that
Tobey
I don't really
Maguire.
like. There's a new one with the
Yeah,
guy
that's the
from the
new
Facebook
one.
movie. Yeah, but there's two of them. There's two new ones.
Amazing
Oh, the
Spider-Man
first
2
one.
and Amazing
There's the
Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I didn't know there was a second.
Yeah,
one,
it
or I
came
didn't
out
see
recently. It
it.
came out like a couple months ago. Well, actually, it's
okay.
probably about 6 months ago.
Hey, did you see the new Godzilla?
I haven't. I want to though.
I heard there's
I am
not
a
a lot of Godzilla in the movie. Almost like Cloverfield. You don't see a
Yeah,
lot of,
that seems like
but you
that's his
actually
MO.
See Godzilla
Yeah,
in this
that's
one, unlike Cloverfield.
J.J. Abrams, I think, did it.
I think so.
Yeah, that's his MO, which I like.
What else did he do?
It's what made
I
Jaws
wasn't
awesome.
J.J.
What makes
Abrams.
all the old school horror movies scary is you don't see him a lot. You know, it's like the first Jaws movie. When did Jaws
oh
become
yeah,
stupid?
no, you see him on
When
screen
did
for a
Jaws
total
become
of, like,
stupid?
10 minutes.
And when did Jaws get stupid?
there. 3?
When you saw the shark.
Oh, there you're talking about movie.
You know what I mean?
Movie-wise,
When he started
right.
jumping out of the water like a rubbery penis, like biting out of the ropes and stuff. It was stupid. But when you didn't see the shark and you just and you heard that shit, that was scary.
I'm actually looking forward to when they remake Jaws.
You
I'm
think
so
they're
sick
going
of
to?
remakes.
Remake it,
Of course they're going to remake it. They're remaking
Well, it's not
everything.
going to be for another
Like
like 10
when they
years.
remake Jurassic Park, which they're supposedly doing.
I won't allow that. I
not gonna
will.
watch it?
I will jihad that movie set.
Don't
I will
they
not
have
allow
to
that.
wait a certain amount of years before
You just
they
have to
can
get whoever
remake?
owns the rights to it to prove it.
Oh.
No, because what was it? Well, like Spider-Man just got redone. Transformers is getting completely rebooted. Same
Well, yeah, it's the
Transformers,
same-
but different storyline.
Well,
and-
that's like
and
the
new
comics
person.
though, because
And they're
it
gonna
was
have three.
never in the comics. It's never one story. Like they had the 3 or was it 4 movies with what's his face? It's always a different
talking
story
about?
in the comic books. Transformers. It's
Oh,
never.
I
It doesn't
don't-
ever revolve around one person. It's always a different.
I don't even talk about the Transformer movies. They're an affront to everything Transformer related,
J.J. Abrams most recently did Star Trek.
which was fantastic.
I really like the Star Trek
I
movies.
still haven't seen the
Fantastic.
2 Star Trek.
I've never watched
Fantastic
anything to do
films.
with the Star Trek, but I really like the movies.
And he's gonna he's redoing Star Wars. J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
is?
he's on board.
Yeah, there's
no,
a
they're not
7th
redoing.
one.
Well, no, it's the
Now that
same.
Disney
Adding.
owns it, they're
Yeah,
making
yeah.
new. Which, by the way, interesting side note. Harrison Ford was like the main character of the newest movie coming out. It's like basically about Han Solo.
Really?
Yeah, and he just broke his leg, and it's like completely butt fucking everything that's happening with this movie.
Wow.
It's gonna set it back like 6 months, or they're gonna have to like totally rewrite the script.
Wait, they're
How are they
still
gonna
having
have
him
him
in
in
it? He's old as fuck now.
Yeah, it's gonna be after the Star Wars. He's gonna be older. It's not
Oh.
gonna be about him, and because I believe in the storyline,
Is he gonna
Han
be
and
with-
Leia have kids, and they become like the next Super Jedis. It's gonna be about that.
And I really hope. I know as much as you like Indiana Jones that he doesn't do another one.
I hope he does, but I hope,
Oh, your boy Shia LaBeouf.
dude, I was so upset when I saw that movie. It was so terrible.
What are you talking
He
about?
loves Indiana Jones.
Love me some Jones. Love me some Dr. Jones.
I only saw chunks of random ones. I never saw all of them.
Didn't we watch a little bit? Didn't we go to some of the show, Indiana Jones show at MGM? Or
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
kinda
we
stupid.
saw that. Yeah.
It's kind of stupid, but I mean, it's something
it's
to do.
entertaining, little
You see stuff blow up
explosions
and people get fake punched. It's something to do.
Psh, psh.
Yeah, it's something to do to get out of the heat. You sit down, have a beer, watch a guy look like Indiana Jones, and punch out some Nazis. I mean, that sounds like a good day.
All right, so guess we're about done. So you're gonna come back for another one?
I don't know. Turn the air conditioner down a little bit.
Just have to get another fan in here. I'm telling you, the AC does not work.
No, everyone's got that one room in their house where the AC just doesn't hit.
It's the whole back.
Well,
We
it's
have
because
found
this
that
was a-
room.
This
used-
was a Florida room.
Yeah, this used to be
This is
a
like an
back
add-on,
porch.
right?
And there actually is, if you look up there, there's actually vents that go in through here, but it almost looks like paper mache. Like, you know when you did that project in elementary school where you've got the box and it's like a little 3D thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what it looks like to me.
Dioramas.
It's terrible.
So here's an idea. Maybe next week's show will be on location as McBride and you
Joyce.
and Joyce go upstairs and retube the AC.
Ugh.
Sounds hot.
Terrible. I don't even want to know what's up there.
I don't really want to go up there until about November or December, though, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it's so hot up there.
that's true.
There's actually not much up there at all.
Could make for good radio, though.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what?
Yeah, I might go up there for you guys. I might do it.
You do AC stuff?
I could do that. I love air conditioning. I don't do it, but like I love it. I'm a big fan of air conditioning.
All right, so
All right,
that's
so
it.
until next time.